If you're from Cleveland or around Cleveland, you know that Tremont is the neighborhood to be. And in this video, I'm going to show you why. And we're heading out right now. Hey guys, I'm Patty with Patty Sells CLE and eXp Realty, and I'm here to tell you about all things Cleveland. If you want to know about where to live, where to eat, where to play, and where to work in Cleveland, I am here to fill you in. So if you don't want to miss any videos, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell so you don't miss any of my videos. Cleveland's been a hot real estate market for the last couple of years. We're considered one of the #1 cities in America for real estate investors. And I've also gotten lots of phone calls from people who want to move to Cleveland. So if you're interested in moving to Cleveland, give me a call. Okay, so today we are going to talk about the Tremont neighborhood in Cleveland. And I need to put on my glasses so I can read my notes. All right, here we go. Tremont today is such a hip place to hang out, eat, and live, but it actually has a very cool history. Most notable is where Tremont is situated. It actually sits on top of a bluff. In the 1800s, Tremont and its close proximity to Cleveland steel mills, factories, and warehouses made it a great place to live. Except it wasn't close to anything else because of its location. So in the early 1900s, Tremont's elevation and its awesome views of the Cuyahoga River and Lake Erie made it a great place for the wealthy people to live. They loved it. But when the steel mills and all the industrialization of Cleveland started, the air in Tremont didn't smell so good. Ugh. And the wealthy people got the heck out of town. And then, because of all this new industrialization, working families moved in. After the rich folk moved out, the working class families moved in, and soon after that, the Central Viaduct was built, which consisted of 2 bridges that still exist today. The beautiful, iconic Carnegie Bridge and the Abbey Avenue Bridge, which helped these residents get around the city a little easier because they really were isolated from the rest of Cleveland. After World War II, factories started shutting down, and let's face it, Cleveland took a dump. Nobody wanted to live in Cleveland, and especially Tremont. And believe it or not, in the 1970s, the revitalization of Tremont started. And in the 70s, and if anybody knows Cleveland, and I was a kid in the 70s, Cleveland was a pit hole and a national joke. Our river caught on fire. I remember as a kid, people on TV would make fun of Cleveland. Who would want to live in Cleveland? It was not a good time. But Tremont and these urban pioneers, they started revitalizing the neighborhood. In the 80s, restaurants and art galleries came about. And today, Tremont is one of the hippest places in Cleveland. All right, so now you know a little bit about the history of Tremont. Let's take a tour. All righty, you ready to get in my car? Let's go. And I wasn't lying. We're really in my car. All right, here's Grumpy's Cafe. And here we have the Lincoln Park Pub. And we are on West 14th. And we are driving towards the Great Lincoln Park, which is in the middle of Tremont. And oh, the beautiful churches. So here is a Lincoln Park. It's a big square. It's got a swimming pool that's ran by the city. And in the summertime, it's the home of a lot of great festivals and art gatherings. And around the square, you have a ton of restaurants. Prosperity Social Club. I'm trying to remember what else. And look, you can see the beautiful downtown. It's just a lot going on right now. There's Prosperity, one of my favorite spots to hang out at. And this is typical construction. These are old homes in the area. And there's been a huge revitalization of people really, and we're on Starkweather right now, really buying these homes and flipping them. And a typical house in these areas, if they've been really updated, they're probably going to go for around $275 to about $375. And if they were built with built green, you are eligible for a 15-year tax abatement. So that has really been something that's helped make Tremont really popular for people to buy in this neighborhood. And really, it's a very walkable neighborhood. We're just turning the corner on the Lincoln Park Square. So there's still a lot of houses that have not been uh, revitalized yet. And here, oh, there's beautiful downtown. And now we're on University Road and we are approaching, I do believe, the Great Sokolowski's Inn. Yep, there it is. This is a famous restaurant. It's served cafeteria style and it's been on, I don't know how many Food Network TV shows, but it's awesome. And there we go. Look at this beautiful view of Cleveland. And this is part of the reason of what, just because of the history I told you about, of why people want to live here. And one of the most popular construction projects that's happened in Tremont, and here we are under the bridges. Look at this. Gorgeous. The new construction, the big push has been to do townhouses so that you could have rooftop decks to get this stunning view. And we are quickly approaching the Cleveland script sign, which is one of the most popular photo op places in the city. Look at that view. It's gorgeous. Okay, let's take a look at some neighborhoods in Tremont. Here's a neighborhood with some newer construction, and you can see this style of townhouse is very, very popular. And like I've said before, the rooftop decks is what gets people every single time. When you're up there on a summer night overlooking downtown Cleveland and Lake Erie, there's nothing like it. And a lot of these rooftop decks, they go all out. They put flat screen TVs on there. They have lighting. Some even have hot tubs. It's crazy. And a lot of the third floors, before you go out on the rooftop deck. All right, here we are on another street in Tremont. And what I was saying about the rooftop decks is you walk up the stairs and usually there's a little wet bar and a sink and place to store your beverages and your glassware, and it's pretty awesome. If you want to take a look at anything that's on the market right now, I have a link below. You can check out what's current. Okay, now that you've seen a little bit of Tremont, what makes Tremont so popular? Well, I'm going to tell you. For one thing, Michael Simon opened his first restaurant in Tremont, Lola. It's not there anymore. Rumor is, I know he also has Airbnb in Tremont as well that you can stay in. So there's that. He's moved his restaurants other places. There's rumors that he's going to put in another one. I'm not really sure. Who knows? I don't really keep up on it. Also, the Christmas Story House is on West 11th. Huge tourist attraction. Never been. But I watched the movie over Christmas. And the bars and the restaurants, pub crawls, art walks, tons of art galleries. I go to eat. Let's face it, I like to eat. One of my favorites is Lucky's. Their macaroni and cheese is to die for. Amazing. Prosperity Social Club, they are famous for their fish fries. Oh my gosh, what else? Barrio, which there's a ton of barrios around in Ohio, and if you haven't been to a barrio, their tacos to die for, and so many more. I can't even mention them. Southside, also love that. Tremont Tap House, love that. Lots of good happy hour spots. So there's just too many. I can't think of them all. So anyways, that's Tremont for you. And if you want to see some houses in Tremont, check out my webpage, Patricia Renaud at exprealty.com, and search for Tremont. And if you want to take a personal look, give me a call. Alrighty. And if you want to see any more videos about Cleveland, check these out. Just click them and check them out, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.